Here we go. Episode 21 of Future Foundation. We're going to kick things off in a moment with Sophia Winters versus Rachel Holloway. All right, let's do this. Yeehaw. Sophia Winters makes her way to the ring as she looks to impress Joe Blade and try to secure a spot on Future Foundation. Of course, we're getting nearer and nearer to a new season in VPW, under a technicality, of course, because of a new game. Which, hopefully that game is functional. I still have yet to see any of the gameplay for myself. I was busy. But nonetheless, Sophia Winters makes her way to the ring, and she's currently with a career overall in VPW of 1-1. That is one singles win and one tag loss, but singles-wise,
making her way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Sophia Winters.
And again, if she wins this match, she may have secured a spot for herself on Future Foundation. Who knows? Joe Blayden might offer her a contract. He might not. Maybe Roy Pierce will offer her a spot on Legacy if he's impressed by this outing. Because you know the best part about competition is scouting the competition and finding how to better your show based off of what the last one was. And to be perfectly honest with you, it won't take much for this episode of Future Foundation to be better than the first post-draft episode of Legacy. Hashtag clergy, yes. Rachel Holloway looks to make her way to the ring. She's pissed off at her stance in VPW currently.
And her opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Rachel Holland.
Rachel Holloway, like I was trying to say, she's currently sitting 6-3. She's pissed off that she lost her match to become the #1 contender for the women's championship. She would have taken on Alice Howell, and she is pissed off she lost that match, so she's going to try everything she can to get there. Here it goes. Sophia lifts her up, drops her down into a neck breaker. Rachel gets caught with a clothesline to take her down. A big, hard lariat. Hello, hello. She drops her with it. And now goes for a stomp as Sophia kicks to the stomach. Some jabs followed with that backhand and a back kick. Winters focusing her attacks on the neck. Nice arm drag. Pulling Sophia towards the center. Oh, the disrespect as she's just casually kicking her directly in the face. Tries for a count and couldn't even get more than a 1. Rachel, a former tag team champion, she's been trying to go on her own for a little bit instead of teaming with Melanie for more. Those two as a tag team, very solid, but I think Rachel has aspirations much higher than the tag division. Rachel gets the elbow up for the hit there. Big enziguri. To charge in, didn't get anything, as now Rachel takes advantage, sends her to the corner, cross body in the corner. And Sophia was feeling the effects of it and gets caught with a choke slam. It is 8 or 9 o'clock at night. It's not morning. Shoulder takedown there, shoulder tackle, sorry. Over the face. Winters. I said it in the beginning of the match, or before the match started, she wants to impress. She wants to make her name on the roster here. This is the enziguri this time. Turns her into a DDT. Of course, roll up here. 1, 2, no. Almost had an upset. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that we got 2 more roster members added to the 2 more additions to the roster on the house show on Saturday as the Stuff 'em, the Stack 'em Up Powerbomb. 1, 2, no. DOA, I think. The cutter nonetheless. Diamond cutter plants her. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Another Stuff 'em powerbomb. High stack on the pin. 1, 2. Oh! butterfly suplex, but no, drops onto the knees for the lung blower. Goes for the bell. Bell gets the bell clap. Oh, another choke slam by Holloway. Oh, and she's really feeling the effects, so she's going for that swanton bomb. I forget what it's called, but she's going for it anyways. Misses the swanton. Interesting offense. Goes for a cover. The boot to the face knocks her clean out for the moment. I'm going for a pin. Offense, the back elbow kicks the knee out, and the running knee. Got by Holloway. Gets some space between the two. Charges in. Oh, and a cutter of her own. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations on the win there. That was a very hard-fought match. Had she hit that swanton there, it would have been over though. That's my prediction. Or not prediction, that's what I would think, at least, I should say.
Here is your winner, Sophia Winters.
Nonetheless, again, another congratulations in order for Sophia Winters. Next up on the show, I'm worried about how matches are going to start looking on 2K22. I just wanted to say that because I had to turn reversal limits back on to make matches seem more fluid, and you know, reversals don't exist on the new game, so here comes the former Intercontinental Champion, Aaron the Destroyer Miller. I hope so. Jesus, strobe light. How did the strobe light get out there?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Salem, Massachusetts, weighing in at 205 pounds, Aaron the Destroyer.
Aaron, the former Intercontinental Champion, former X Division Champion, currently the number one ranked competitor in VPW on the Future Foundation side, and I believe number one ranked overall, so he could possibly end up going for the VPW Championship after Kingdom. Of course, Jay Jones has a confirmed title match at the pay-per-view, which is going to be possibly April 13th. That's when I do it every year. It's my birthday, but it's also a Wednesday. I like watching AEW. So either I do it earlier in the day or we change the day. It's also on spring break for most people, so it doesn't really matter if it's what day it is that week. So
And his opponent, from Seasonal Residences, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Brawler, Elijah Maverick.
Elijah Maverick making his debut here tonight. Of course, his significant other is Isabella Dalhite, and though she should be making her debut soon enough on VPW as well. No, I'm hoping that things get set up properly. I'm really hoping things get set up properly before Kingdom comes around, because I'm really hoping that we can get things done in time to get it all on 22. This is a strong if we don't have everyone, the most that'll happen is I'll try to make the arena exactly the same on 19. Because I'm keeping 19 installed, and we're going to keep doing shows until enough people are made on 22. But the plan, if people don't have 22 and don't have their characters ready or whatever, is to just have the match on 19, but try to make the arenas match. So it'll make it like if you don't have the game or don't have the money to buy the game, I'll try to make it to where you still can have your match on the show. Aaron sending Elijah into the ropes. Drop down. Goes for the back elbow, gets blocked. Elijah, a decent-sized guy, and just proves his strength, though, by tossing Aaron to the floor, to the mat with that military press. Charges in, but he gets caught. Maverick, though, charges with a right hand. Aaron catches him with a jawbreaker, charges in, hits the European uppercut, does not take him down, but he keeps striking and catches him with a flatliner, taking him down. Corner misses the knee strike. Oh, caught him in the back of the head. Again. Oh, he ran into it this time. Oh, gut buster. Way to start your career in VPW is to knock out the top contender and take his place. Moves him into the full Nelson slam. And an elbow drop. Continuing to work over the neck here as he had the headlock earlier. Now he's got the chin lock. Lifts him up, but Aaron with an uppercut. And a stunner. Coming out of nowhere with that stunner. Shades of Adam Rage. Calf kick number 1 and a second one. Elijah goes for a clothesline, gets caught into a neck breaker. Oh, the knee lift. Covers him. 1, 2. No, that was only a 1 count. For the finish though. Oh, pulls him up into the DDT. 1, 2, only a 2. How much more can he do? How much more can he take? Tries to go for another stunner, but ducks under the clothesline, and the uppercut takes him down this time. Grabs a hold, picks at the ankle, sweeps the leg, and keeps a hold of the ankle and breaks the knee. Trying for something else, goes for another ankle pick. Again, sweeps the leg. He's continuing to assault on the leg. You take him out of the base. He can't really stand up, so it is a good plan. But Elijah with a clothesline, with a kick to the face, and another uppercut. Very popular set of strikes there. Speaking of strikes, one to the stomach of Aaron. Goes for another one, but Aaron with a big left hand. Misses the boot to the gut, gets Irish whipped over the rope. Uh-oh. Pulls him out. Neck breaker. Draped from the ropes. Oh, went for that lifting knee strike. Pulls him back to the center. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Too much to happen. He's getting back in the ring though. Getting followed back by Elijah. Oh, went for the legs, gets caught. as he went for the stomp. Oh, misses the boot. On the ropes. What is this? Sends him out. Springboard. European uppercut. Really using that uppercut effectively here tonight. Goes under. Hip tosses him over. Lifting knee again. 1, 2. Strong kick out by Maverick. Oh, misses. Elijah sends him to the floor. Back elbow. Oh, double under. Oh! The double underhook belly to belly into the apron. Oh! Face first into the ring. Gets him off guard. Irish whip into the corner, charges in, misses the knees. Oh, but he got him with that jab. Sends him to the corner again, charges this time again, hits the drop kick, and he's not done. Full speed ahead, hits another one. Elbow to the face, and oh, Aaron's busted open. Up on the shoulders, Aaron crash. That's a rope break. That's a rope break. Aaron still kicks out though. He gets to the outside this time. Oh! Back in the ring. And the knee lift, and now Elijah busted open. Oh, but the ref calls the rope break this time. Both men busted open, but Aaron currently on the offensive position with this surfboard stretch. This is the hold. Wow, jabs him into the corner and continues. Reverses the whip, sends him out of the ring, and Aaron charges back in with a clothesline. Elijah stumbles to his feet, rolls him up into the DDT again, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. That was a good match. A very good match. There's the knee strike, I believe, that busted him open. Unless that was an earlier one, but that was the knee strike that busted him open towards the end. Here's where I thought the match was over. The referee wasn't calling the rope break right here. Very clearly had his foot under the rope there.
Here is your winner, Aaron the Destroyer.
Nonetheless, congrats are in order as he gets the win here tonight, as he's still on top of the division. very well could be the challenger against Adam Rage at Kingdom. Speaking of challengers, is it Isa? I want to pronounce it right here before I start the match. Is it Isa Mamba or is it Isaiah? I don't want to mess up the name, and I'm stupid, so I want to make sure I get... Oh, fuck yeah! Alright, Isa. I like making sure I get names right, and I went through and changed your name in-game so that it didn't have to stay that. Yeah, I'm bad with names, but I like to make sure I get names right, and I just wanted to make sure I got it right this time. Speaking of challengers, though, Isa Mamba versus Hunter Quinn. Isa won in that hardcore championship, but Jacob Wells changed it to the U.S. Championship, successfully defended it against the random appearance of Alaric on the house show on Saturday, and now he's accompanying Hunter Quinn to the ring as Mamba really desperately wants that title match, and maybe if he wins this match, he'll get it. Isa Mamba, a one-time hardcore champion, though.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 209 pounds, man.
Yeah, I did it 2 S's because I think that's what it says on Twitter. Man, yeah. Oh no, okay, I might be dyslexic or something because I saw 2 S's when I was reading it. That's on me. I'm pretty sure I am dyslexic, to be honest with you, but it's one of those things I've never gotten confirmed. So I'll fix it. I'll fix it for my sake. Nonetheless, he's 2-1 in singles competition. He has yet to have a match beyond a singles match. Of course, his debut was in a steel cage match, and that's when he won the Hardcore Championship, taking it off of Adrian Black. Gotha. Hunter Quinn arises from the smoke as Jacob Wells.
And his opponent,
also
accompanied by Jacob Wells. And from Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in at 232 pounds, Psycho. Hunter Quinn, also a former hardcore champion. He's a 2-time hardcore champion. The only ever 2-time hardcore champion. Well, the first ever, sorry. I already forgot that there was 2 other 2-time hardcore champions. He lost the hardcore title for the second time to Georgie Mack, who won it for the second time, who lost it to Jeremy Barmore for the second time. But Hunter Quinn currently looking further ahead of the rankings. He wants the X Division Championship, currently held by Adam Rage. Hunter Quinn is 2-3-1. That one coming from a fatal 4-way match for the Hardcore Championship at Redemption, which included himself, Georgie Mack, Jeremy Barmore, and Adam Rage. Went straight in for Mamba, and Mamba hits him. Goes for the cutter. No, snammers him down. Lifts him up. Goes for the uppercut. Gets caught with the forearm. Charges in with a boot. Catches the leg. Dragon screw leg whip by Mamba. These two have incredible potential to be the face of the divisions that they're running for. They have both of them have incredible potential to be the face of the whole company if they could get to the world title, honestly. And I say that, when I say that, I mean it. I could see both of these men going for the world title and winning it. It's just a matter, it's not a matter of if, it's more of a matter of when. However, Hunter Quinn's not going to get there doing that submission hold as Mamba able to break out of it. Up on the shoulders. He's trying to position himself, but he can't really see, so Hunter drops down and chop blocks him. Gets him with a sling blade. Michinoku driver. Did I say Mamba? Or did I say it wrong? Because my brain fucking sucks right now. I was just reading something on Twitter when I was, for a second, saying that apparently someone debuted on Raw, so my brain got fucked. Hunter Quinn goes for the cover. Eyes up. Michinoku driver again. Drops the elbow. And I know it's a little tiny thing to talk about, but he has that elbow pad on, and that's the elbow he used to drive the elbow into the chest of Hunter Quinn. Maybe using it as a way to save himself from taking too much damage while delivering that kind of move. Oh, he went for a dive, but Hunter Quinn stopped him. Kicks him away, though. Oh, went for the forearm and misses. Now off the ropes. Shining Wizard. To the outside. Oh, and he noticed Wells, and he got right back in the ring. Exploder by Mamba. Oh, Jacob. Of course, the story heading into this match beyond. Oh my. I guess they continue to do exactly what they said they were going to do, and that's go out for blood. Mamba's busted open. And the final cut. I have a feeling it won't be the final cut of the show, though, as I feel more people are going to bleed tonight. Mamba sends him into the corner, but he reverses. Oh, knees up. Catches him with a drop kick from the middle rope. Quinn to the corner. Mamba leaps into the forearm. Oh, but misses the follow-up drop kick. Oh, wait a minute. Hunter going for the fisherman suplex. No, gets caught with a clothesline. Move to the gut. Brain buster. 1, 2. No. Wait a minute. Wells distract. What the hell is going? Wells is distracting Mamba and the ref.
Oh my. Oh, look at this sidewinder suplex. Lifts him up above him, the jawbreaker. Oh, goes for the clothesline drop toe, holds him on the middle. Off the ropes. 619. The Sister Abigail. Both Wells and Hunter using that move to great effect. Now the rings of Saturn locked in tight. No. Elbows to the arm. Now the face. Oh. Grabs a hold of the arm. Hammerlock. Back suplex. Oh, the damage to the arm that must have done. Uh-oh, he's looking to end it. He's looking to end the matchup. Forearm to the face. Bitter end. Wait, oh, come on. Come on. Wells distracts the ref again. And a pump kick again. Wells getting involved here, throwing him back in the ring. Hunter Quinn. Oh, the knee strike. What? Wait, the ref is ejecting Wells while he's doing the pin. Two. It could have been over. It could have been over, but the referee was distracted and ejected Jacob Wells. And again, though, Hunter Quinn ducks under a lariat and drop kicks Mamba down. Mamba with a punch to the stomach. Oh, Superman punch goes for the pin. One. Oh, kick out at one. Sends him to the ropes. Oh, wait a minute, Mamba to the outside. Hunter. Suicide dive. Tope Suicida. Sends him back in. The jab. And the Sister Abigail. Wait a second. Hunter took the turnbuckle pad off. He follows up with a very fresh neck breaker. Oh, catches the boot, sweeps the leg. Rolls him over. Oh, we got an STF. He's trying to tap him out. No, elbows to the face, and again. Oh, gets the gut. Kick to the side and knocks him down briefly. Catches him, a reversal, forearm to the face. Oh, big boot. Oh, the shoulder breaker. Lifts him up, he's trying to end it now. Boot to the gut, the brain buster again. Hits it. One, two, three. I do believe right there, that replay right there was the cost of that costed Hunter Quinn the match. The referee completely distracted by Jacob Wells.
here is your winner, Man.
Aiza Mamba picks up the win. Our next matchup is, it should be interesting at least. Now here comes the X Division champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Extreme Dragon Champion, Adam Rage Champion.
Adam Rage, of course, is technically the champion of Future Foundation because he holds the main title for this brand. Of course, the U.S. title exists as well, but that's a lower card cross brand. And, of course, the world title is the main event cross brand title. But he is the exclusive champion of this show. And he has yet to be featured since the draft. Of course, there's only been one show before, but this is his first time appearing. You would have thought he would have had a match last week. However, he did not. But his opponent, Casey Funk, was on the show last week, just in a managerial role with Rush Beretta. Adam Rage 3-2-1. Casey Funk, however, is 1-2.
From the 80s, weighing in at 220 pounds, Big Casey Cole.
And it seems Casey Funk has undergone another unique look. First it was short shorts, now it's tassels and bell-bottom pants. There we go. Oh, boot to the gut by Rage. Dragon Screw leg whips him down. Dragon Screw leg whip. Adam Rage really aggressive in this match already. Going for a punch, but boot to the gut by Funk, goes for a punch to the stomach and missed.
As now Luthez and the strikes. Casey Funk does not understand what's happening right now. I believe he's too busy trying to put on his boogie shoes. Goes for the forearm, and Rage moves out of the way. It's over the arm and stomps the elbow. I mean, I know it's pretty easy to hate on Casey Funk, but he just got back from an injury. He had a shoulder injury after being tossed through the cage wall. And this is his return. But even if you don't like Casey Funk, I don't think he deserves to be completely assaulted like this. As he's finally getting some offense and hits that suplex. The Rage rolls out of the way of a punch, sent into the corner, and a clothesline. Rage with an arm drag to take him down. Oh, fighting back, elbows to the stomach, and again. Elbow to the corner. Irish whip to the other side now. Referee gets knocked out, but the clothesline still hits. Back suplex with the follow-up kip up. He says it's over, so he's going for the pin. Another 1 count. Up. Irish whip into the corner. Charges in. Oh, the back elbow misses. Casey tries for a power slam, but gets inverted DDT. Oh. Now power slam attempt of his own. No. Guillotine on the top rope. He's trying to destroy the recently healed up shoulder. Oh, charged in, but Casey pushes him back. Oh, Famouser! He's trying to end it. Total eclipse of the heart. Cover. 1, 2. He had to modify his finisher by not jumping from the top rope just to save himself from any possible injuries. But that is indeed his finishing move. It's a stunner that he usually does from the top. Rage with the flatliner. Misses the back elbow again. Reversal though, sends him to the ropes. Well, malfunction at the junction. Doesn't matter. Protobomb. Clotheslines up and down. And again. Ducks under a clothesline. Power slams. Sling blade to he's holding his neck. Rage continuing immediately with these strikes to the forehead. 1, 2. Not enough. Getting a little space between the two of them. Charges in. No. Oh, look for the Famouser. No, powerbomb. Leaping over him, continuing. Again, the shoulder's got to be really badly damaged here. This clutch monkey flip into the rope. Lifts him up for the suplex, no, knee to the top of the head. Oh, catches him with a jab. Irishman in the corner, tries for the backhand again. Oh, he hits the elbow this time. Oh, from the bottom, 450 splash. Adam Rage currently flipping and flying all over the ring. And another sling blade. Oh, straight back up. What is he thinking? Oh, face first into the buckle. This should have been he should have just pinned him, but he wants more damage. Oh my God. Oh, he went for one of his own. Again, telling him to come at him. Hits the back elbow again, and he's gonna flip and fly across the ring a second time. Oh no, that shoulder has got to be completely done for after this matchup. Rolls to the ring as Casey Funk does a little dance in the ring. Waits for him to come back in. Oh, super kick! Jesus! Oh, these knee strikes are not, these are unprotected knee strikes to the head. Idea to taunt there, buddy. Oh, the total eclipse of the heart again. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Forearm to the face. And again. Goes into a clothesline. And a spine buster. Taking the page out of Rush Beretta's book. Oh, what the hell happened? I'm not even sure. Lifts him up. Famous are attempting a powerbomb to take him down again. Sling blade. My God, just end the match. He's already done for. Oh, wait. Oh, he's going to try to choke the life out of him with a straitjacket. Oh, he's got the knee between the shoulder blades, trying to damage the shoulder and choke him out at the same time. But Casey, double arm takedown there. Oh, almost to the stomach, and again. He's not allowing him to hit that stunner. Oh, wait a minute. Tilt roll, arm drag. Oh, doing a little dance, making a little love, putting him down tonight. Casey, now is not the time.
A third stunner, no. This time, Adam Rage blocks it. Oh, the flatliner. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Leg blade again. Up and over. Oh, the rolling cutter. Oh, Casey Funk is busted open, but it doesn't matter. 1, 2, what? How the hell is he still in it? But it might not be for long. Rage, no. Finisher, no. Powerbomb. Tree of woe. Casey's struggling to get his feet untangled, but Rage double stomp. Casey though still has to fight. Oh, kick to the leg. Sends him to the ropes now. Almost down. Immediately taunts it. Elaborate setup for a stomp, if I'd say so myself there. Oh, but the lift of the elbow as he tried to go for a headbutt. Super kick! Rage follows him to the outside here. Sends him back in though. For a former hardcore champion, you'd think he'd be a little bit more into the outside of the ring stuff. Diving elbow drop misses. He hits his hip hard on the mat. Funk now, covered in blood, sets him on the rope. Building up a head of steam, or whatever you want to say it. Oh, the leg drop on the back. Lifts him back up. Sends him over the rope and onto the apron. Hip toss into the ring. Cover. 1, 2, no. This is the kick attempt. Rage standing too still there. Oh, super kick misses. Famouser! He wanted this one. Oh, punch to the back of the head. Reversal though by Rage. Reversal. What the what? Oh, shit. He fell to the floor. The knee to the face and he falls to the floor. 2. Oh, slap to the face, knee strike, kick, and a leg sweep. Jawbreaker by Funk though. Reversal, slaps the hand away. Clothesline to the floor. Baiting him to the ring. Wait a minute! Casey Funk out of nowhere, suicide solution! Cover! 1, 2, no! Trying everything he can. Cut. Wait a minute.
What is this? A brain buster. 1, 2, no. Casey's still in this one. Goes for another famouser, but again, powerbomb down. Pin. 1, 2. Snappers him down low to stop it. And again, the knee to the back. Takes him down with the double arm drag again. Oh, the kick to take him down as well. Oh, he's got the punches. He's feeling it. And a big right hook. 1, 2, kick out at 2. You've got to be kidding me. Casey, go for the stunner. Hit the total eclipse of the heart. No, he shoves him off. Kick to the gut. Again. Rage sets him in the corner. Blocks him, sends him in the, oh, no, back and forth. Back and forth we go in the corner. Oh, a knife edge chop. Payback here as he stomps on the arm. Goes for a cover. If that's it, I don't know what to say. No, kick out at 2. I don't think a single person expected Casey Funk to keep going in this matchup. Goes for a grapple, but a big forearm by Rage. Oh, the bicycle. He's going apeshit. I was about to say, I think he was going to go to the outside with him, but he's telling him to get back in. Casey obviously going to oblige. Suplex. No, drops him face first on the mat. The blood soaking that headband. As Rage off the ropes. Oh, face first into the mat. Tries for the sling blade, but Casey not allowing it. Clotheslines him to the floor. Casey wants this one. He wants the win over the champion. Grabs the leg, put a reversal, Enziguri! Lifts it, and the cutter. No chance of a rope break here. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow.
Here is your winner, Adam Rage.
Wow. I'm speechless at the performance there by Casey Funk. And more so for Adam Rage, he was able to keep his level head and win the matchup. He's walking out still, well, he's the X Division champion, obviously, but he's walking out without the title, apparently. But what a match. I feel bad for the main event that's up next. Melanie Miller versus the women's champion, Alice Howell. How are they going to be able to follow that up? And it was just announced next week on Future Foundation, Jacob Wells will be defending his United States Championship against Aiza Mamba in a steel cage. Last time Aiza Mamba was in a cage, he won the Hardcore Championship. Will it be the same fate this time? Here we go. Anyways, our main event for the night. Melanie Miller.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, Melissa Miller.
Currently 2-2 in singles competition. However, like Rachel Holloway earlier, she is a former tag team champion. Of course, in the tag team division, she has 4 wins with Rachel Holloway and 2 losses. And the women's champion, Alice Howell, making her way to the ring here. She just recently won that championship after not only winning winning day 1 of the X Cup, but going to the end of it, winning the X Cup, and then taking the title off of Bad Amy on the last episode of Legacy before the draft.
Champion, Alice Howell.
Now she's the champion of Future Foundation. Champion of Future Foundation. She is currently sitting with a win-loss record of 4-1-1. That one, and at the end of there, coming at the hands of a fatal 4-way match, where it was a time limit draw, and the one loss coming at the hands of I believe. At the hands of Amara Parker in the run-up to, was it Wrestle Wars? I think it was Wrestle Wars. Or it might have been Battle for Japan. See, this is why I'm doing 4 pay-per-views a year, and that's it. Because at least not if I do 4. It was Wrestle Wars, but if I only do 4, I don't have to worry about fucking up and not getting to know which pay-per-view is which. Melanie looks ready, and Alice looks ready as well. Alice charges in, but gets caught. She went for a clothesline. Melanie backed up for a second, waited for her to kneel down a little bit and hit that neck breaker. Goes for a cutter. Alice gets the clothesline ducked under as she sends her to the corner now. Shoulder block, gets a knee to the face. Pressure to the other side, charging in. Back elbow, enziguri combo. Melanie knocks off the women's champion. She could be up in the top ranks. However, the number 1 contender for the women's champion is currently Skybound Kid. Won the opportunity in a match with Rachel Holloway a couple of weeks ago. Or
last week, I guess. Seems like forever ago, but it was just last week. Alice, though, a little disoriented after that start of the match. Melanie, big boot. Had to reach up real high to hit her in the chin there. Off the ropes, knee lift, and a neck breaker combo. Goes away, clothesline down. For some strikes, but Melanie with a forearm. Oh, the headbutt by Melanie. Goes on down. Sweeps the leg of Alice. I have a feeling that Melanie Miller might be on her way to defeating the women's champion. One. No, only a 1 count. Looking for the finish. The vertebraker. Landing Alice on her neck. One, two, kick out at 2. Alice not doing too well in this matchup. Hard whip to the floor. Melanie not really leaving a lot of room here for any sort of action from Alice. She's being smart and using her size and speed to really disorient Alice. She's going for a cover, and now she puts her feet on the ropes. I feel like she had to do that just to make it a little bit more leverage for her on that pin anyways, but oh, wait a minute, Alice out of nowhere pops her up in German suplex. Reverses the angle slam. Alice reverses the attempt. We're just going to reverse back and forth here. Oh, into the buckle. DDT. 1, 2, 3. Alice Howell just underestimated her opponent and was completely dominated. That's her second loss ever. That was our main event, though.
I'd like to thank our partners, Battlefront Industry, Joshi Star Wrestling, Pride of Wrestling, and LGF. And after the replays and all the cutscenes finish, again, I want to thank you to everyone who's watching tonight. And I hope to see you guys on Thursday for Legacy.
Miller.
Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday.